once I get them aligned, that is. That one's good. The other one I have to finagle around a little bit, so to put this camera down and jiggle, jangle, jingle this. Don't want it going in crooked or anything. Let me get around. I got tight spaces to work in here. That's one of the reasons I don't particularly like doing this in here. Anyway, yeah, it's trying sometimes. Try your patience, that's for sure. So, just gotta go slow, be patient, careful how you do things, and just take it easy, pretty much. Easy. Sometimes you just gotta give it a wrap. Seems okay now. Alright. It's a bad picture, I know, but at least you got the audio. Alright, let me back this up a little bit. Hopefully you can see this better. Now that I don't need that rubber mallet holding anything up, I can use it to hold the camera up again, perhaps. I really have to get a better setup. Anyways, let's see. So we're going to put the bolts back on, and I think I'll put some goo on these just for the heck of it, to keep everything kind of gooped up, although these outside holes really don't matter. So I don't know. So I don't think the outside is the source of the leak. Perhaps not, because those holes are made to collect the oil. The outside holes are actually oil channels, and the oil runs down through them. So, and I'm not clipping or gooping or anything these ends. You don't want them frozen in there either. So just put the two ends on, and make sure you got the bolts. The long bolt is the forward bolt, and I just hand tighten them in. You know, get them down in there. That way you can feel. Your hand's very sensitive, more sensitive than a wrench. So you can feel if there's any kind of, resistance or blockage down in the well. And I just use the wrench, tighten it up, hand tight. See, this one seems like it might have some kind of one of those rubber things or something in there, but there's nothing I can do. It's in there. The bolt just hit it and went through it, so it's all good. It won't prevent it from bottoming. It won't bottom it out if it's through it. It had something in that hole. I could feel it. Anyways, it's not supposed to, but I don't have any control over who had the, who had the actual chassis before me, and I am not about to take all that apart and dig it out now. All right, so we're down to putting these rubberized bolts, head bolts back in. Notice how, like I said, I've got the heads gooped up with the gasket maker. So they go down through these holes in the chassis, and the longer one will go forward, in the forward hole. And the shorter one goes in the rear. There you go. Same thing with the other side. Same thing. Alright. Now I'll just take my wrench and hand tighten those. These are 14 millimeters, so you'll need a 14 millimeter socket. I'm not using a deep socket on this one because you have to go through these holes in the chassis to get to these bolts with the engine on the bike. And fortunately for us, the Honda engineers designed that correctly so that they've allowed us to have access to the head bolts through these holes, as you can see. Otherwise it'd be an impossibility, but they did that correctly. And as far as these channels on these other heads, apparently from what I'm told by a couple fellows on the internet, that these channels that were designed in these were used for oil, to keep the oil an oil return, but not on this bike and some other bikes. So those channels are useless on this bike. They're not designed for the CM400E. But that's the vent channels on the actual bolt holes I'm talking about. Now there's little actual channels on the jugs themselves, and I found out that those have no bearing on anything because my old jugs have those as well, and they weren't leaking oil. So the oil leaks caused by this condition up here at the top with improper torque and improper gasket maker sealant stuff. So now I'm going to just start torquing these down. Just tighten it, hand tighten it first. Make sure all the 8 are hand tightened in a crisscross pattern, you know, so it seats all properly. You don't want to over tighten this head at all. So just get it going. Get all 4 corners hand tight before you torque it. And then you're going to get your torque wrench out, which I've had to borrow a clicking torque wrench from my friend because my son had sold ours. We had a set of 3 Sears Craftsman torque wrenches, but he needed some money for books and school and stuff, and they're expensive, $80-100 a piece or more, and we weren't using them, so it was good that he sold them. We don't need them all the time, but I need one in this particular instance, and so I'm gonna bust this one out right over here. My buddy Len lent me this. I'm gonna get his torque wrench out. It's already set up to proper amount, 22 to 24 foot-pounds. And it's dialed in with this right here. There's a dial meter. You can't see that properly. Anyways, the dial meter is set up so that the 0 is on the mark. You can't really read it because of the reflection. See the 0? Right here. And then it's dialed in. The 2 is in line with the numbers here. So it's set up at 22. Anyways, so that's what I want to show you. 22 foot-pounds. The spec calls out 22 to 24, so I'm going on the minimal side of things, and You put this attachment on this long neck and on the torque, and then just start. Sorry about that. Low rant productions again. You jiggle the camera, and luckily I didn't shut it off. I kick these tools away. Anyways, start out here, crisscross pattern, come to the opposite side. Do that. Do this. You do the four corners. Then come into the inside. And you want to do a crisscross pattern here as well. Top, bottom, right, left, you know. They show you the pattern in the book. As long as you get it crisscrossed, it's all good. You know, you can do it the way they show you. I just done it so much, it's kind of instinctive. Jeez, sorry about that. This stupid thing is really vibrations, you know, work vibrations, and then jitter, jangle, jingle. See, lean this up. Hopefully it'll stay. Stay, dog. Another thing I told you, don't put tools on the bike when you're working. It's no good. Same thing with cameras, really. I have no other way, so it's pretty lame, actually, what I'm doing. But I wanted to show people and talk about it while I'm doing it. And if I make a mistake, then you know. Alright, so plus you get really, hear that click? That's already up to 22. Okay, so we got that one at 22. There's 22. Probably gonna give put 24 on them. There's 22. There's 22. That's the nice thing about these, you can hear them click. Those other cheaper dial mechanical jobby doos, you can't tell. So, you know, they're not very accurate. They're okay in a pinch, you know. It's a guesstimation tool more than anything. You know, to guesstimate. Okay. So that's all up at 22. We'll let it set for a little while. We'll come back out and check it and add a couple more pounds of torque to it, bring it up to the max, to the 24, and that should be good. Actually, I can just do that now. You loosen this up by twisting it, and then the 4 is just right over here. It won't be that much more. So we tighten it and just, see, it's already there. It wasn't that much to get it to 24. See, so we'll leave it at 20. We'll put 24 on it, and then leave it set for a little while. Come back out and check it, you know, just in case anything loosens up. Good thing I found out that those bolts on that timing wheel were loose, eh? Don't want to roll down the road with my timing wheel all of a sudden falling off. That would be disastrous. So, alright, so it's torqued out. We're all torqued out. I'm going to put the torque wrench away. Thanks, Len, for letting me lend me the use of your torque device. Try to keep everything organized and treat my tools as I would have other people treat their tools, you know, with kindness and respect. Anyways, this is Trapper Red signing off. We'll clean up and reassemble this pipe. Hopefully it won't leak oil now. This is Trapper Red.